Our plan was perfect. Until Eggman snatched Amy. Eggman said he'll trade us Amy for the emerald. I have to think about that one. There's no time for jokes. Eggman's ready to fire that weapon again. Tails, Amy, hold on, I'm coming.
Hello amigos, RadiShineAmigo here and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2. In the last episode we finally restored the Master Emerald, however looks like Eggman has kidnapped Amy, so we're going to have to get Amy back by giving Eggman the emerald. However, we have a fake emerald at our disposal, so that should do the trick in tricking Eggman and getting Amy as well, killing two birds with one stone. Now, Crazy Gadget is actually a pretty cool level. It's a lot more platformy than the others, but it still keeps up the nice speed. These switches are a little bit annoying. Of course, the perfect chaoses are going to be hit, well, the chaos, artificial chaoses are going to be here as well. But they're a little bit easier to deal with when you're Sonic. These little bits always remind me of a chemical plant, with the little tubes like you go through in chemical plant as well. I always like that. Now be careful because the bottom down there will actually kill you. Now the gimmick with this stage is like an anti-gravity type of gimmick. So you can go up and down and all around. And it can get quite tricky later on. You also have little sections like this where you've got different ways to go. I believe they all do end up in the same bit. The way I went is the easiest way to go through. I think there's actually a if I can even do this. I'll just leave it. There's like an extra life, I think, right on the ceiling. So I was gonna try and see if I could get up there, but whatever. Hey, there's a life there. I think usually I get it with the light speed attack, actually, now I think about it. But that's okay. Yeah, I like that you have Eggman like commentating over this level in a way. It reminds me of Sonic Colors actually, where they had the Eggman announcements. Of course, in Sonic Colors it was a lot more funny, but I really like the idea of, you know, Eggman speaking throughout the level. I feel like it's something that they should like incorporate into other Sonic games as well, because they did incorporate the act of characters speaking in levels. Like in Sonic Heroes you have the characters speaking to each other and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a flame ring here. The flame ring lets you break these boxes. But they don't generally go for the whole Eggman talking, aside from in Sonic Colors and technically Shadow the Hedgehog. But that's because Shadow is like a choice in terms of being your ally and stuff, if you want him to be. So I guess that doesn't really count. Oh. Yeah, they can still be a little bit tricky though. Okay. Now, one thing I just like to go over, and if you guys would like to talk about this in the comments section as well, then feel free to. I would really like to see your answers in regard to this. But when was the first time you played Sonic Adventure 2? It doesn't matter which version it is, just any version at all. What was the first time you played this game, and do you have any memories attached to it at all? Maybe you played with your brother or sister, or I don't know. Well, whatever it is, just write it down in the comments below. I'd really like to read it. I always enjoy seeing like the nostalgia, I guess, or how people like got first introduced to stuff. I like watching those type of videos on YouTube as well, where people just talk about their first experiences with video games and whatnot. So yeah, what was your first experience of Sonic Adventure 2? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? As for me, so the first time I played Sonic Adventure 2 was on the GameCube, and it was the first game I got with the GameCube alongside Mario Kart Double Dash, and I loved Sonic Adventure 2. It was like my favourite game for the longest time. The first thing I did was play multiplayer with my brother, and I believe the first character I picked was Metal Sonic. I know for sure that the first level I did was the grind rail one when you're on the pyramid. And yeah, I used to play this game like all the time. To be fair, I do still play it quite a lot as well. Oh, really? Yes, really, I do still play it quite a lot. But yeah, I have so much fun playing the multiplayer with my brother and my friends. I loved going through the story. I had quite a hard time going through like the last story for reasons I'll explain when I get to that part. And I just really enjoyed doing like the extra missions, like the Chow hunting, and also the Chow Garden in general. The Chow Garden was where I spent like most of my time, and I used to like transport my Chow onto the Game Boy Advance and take them out with me and whatnot. It was great. Yeah, that was Crazy Gadget. Crazy Gadget! Hey, hey, hey! Come on over, have some fun with Crazy Gadget. Are y'all ready? I'm definitely ready because I got an A.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
Handing over the fake emerald? I can kill two birds with one stone!
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor!
I love that line so much.
Whoa! You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me, Fox Boy. Now, for a little space ride. The capsule clears the colony bad.
I'm counting on you, Tails. And Amy, take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic! It has the same wavelength and properties, but it's less powerful than the real one.
The same wavelength and properties. But can I do this?
Farewell, my admirable adversary. Now we have some unfinished business to take care of. If you bring me the real emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic's asking for the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I won't give up.
I love that cutscene so much. Tails, how he reacts to it is brilliant. Eggman in general is just fantastic. He outsmarts Tails in so many different ways. Sonic's cockiness is just on point. Now this boss battle though, this is actually pretty tricky. A lot better than the first one, but also a lot harder than the first one. It's very hard to avoid his hits. I'm surprised I did that first time. Generally when he's about to shoot his laser, I try to just move straight to the side and try and get around him. And when he shoots the missiles, you just have to keep moving.
feel some strange energy.
Hey, Sonic! Whoa, I wasn't sure if I could pull that one off. Somehow I managed to use the chaos control.
Chaos control? Are you okay?
I'm worried about Tails and Amy. I hate to ask, but could you help them? This is our last chance. I got it. Before the cannon fires, I'll slam dunk it in there.
Now, it does feel like I'm ending this episode off a little bit shorter than usual. However, we're going to be heading into the final stretch of the game, and I'd like to keep that all in the last episode of the hero's story. So I'm going to meet you guys next time, where we're going to slam dunk it in there. Bye, guys.